Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you, Shagufta?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you? We are all very excited to have you in my studio.
I am excited to be here.
As well. Nazmeera, I'm not talking about teenagers. I'm not talking about the young people. Here I'm talking about 40 plus. 50 plus, 60 plus, right? That and all for our brothers and for our sisters. So my questions, first of all, I wanted to tell what you can tell about you to our listeners, like how and when you started this, this profession, of yours.
So I began training people 12 years ago with the clear motivation to show women that achieving fitness and healthy habits is entirely possible. Reflecting on my own journey, I grew up with an unhealthy lifestyle, consuming junk food, fried foods, chocolate, desserts. This led to being overweight and feeling unhappy. I experienced numerous cycles of yo-yo dieting, which everyone understands. Everyone goes through that, largely because I lacked proper guidance. It was this personal struggle that inspired me to become a transformation coach, to be the supportive guide that I wished I had on my own journey.
Okay, when you say transformational coach, I really like this word.
Yeah.
Like the people who are feeling, no, I can't do that. I won't be able to do that. So you really, in your video, I like this word, you're making impossible possible as well. So I wanted you to elaborate more on that as well.
Okay, so a lot of people come to me weak muscles, unhealthy eating habits, and as I train them, I kind of program them to how to adjust their eating, how to stick to a program and be consistent. And with that, for the rest of their lives, they are learning to be like the transformation that they get with me it stays with them forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very important. I mean, people don't understand that what they eat really affects their health and how they feel, and even the depression and every single thing.
Okay, you are talking about depression.
Yeah.
After COVID, we all are going through this problem.
Yes.
And we all are doing, everything just like in a state of static. We're not doing anything. We feel depressed. So you think these exercises, these programs will help the people?
Oh, yes. Movement basically creates endorphins. The training creates endorphins. Endorphins is a feel-good hormone. And the more you have of it, the more it masks pain. If you feel body pain. Also, another reason why a lot of people are depressed is because they are feeling pain in their body. So the training improves blood circulation, it improves overall mind development. It increases the feel-good hormones, which in turn make you feel good, and you have much more energy during the day. And instead of taking antidepressants, just try to change, your eating, stay
Habits
consistent in training, and see in a month what a difference it makes.
Okay. Like, according to me, what you are telling, like your diet plan or your exercises will be like antidepressant for all of us.
Yes. And also a lot of people feel like they have thyroid issues or blood sugar levels. I was going through a stage in my life where I kept on thinking, what, there's something wrong with me. Let me go do bloods, do this, do that. I did every test. Everything came clear. Until I sorted out my eating and was consistent with training, did I find a huge difference. And now I'm perfectly fine, all healthy. And genetically, I'm supposed to have thyroid. My mother's got blood pressure. There's heart, there's a lot of problems in genetically.
So because of your healthy eating, your healthy lifestyle, you're actually coming out of all these problems as well.
And even my cholesterol, which is genetic as well, I brought my cholesterol naturally down without taking anything.
Without any tablets as well. Such a beautiful thing that we are talking without your tablets, without all the medicines, which I am also against. We are getting with the Nazmeera transformational coach. She can take all these things out, like your thyroid, your high cholesterol, and your high pressure.
And even if you do have these issues, it'll get under control with the training and the eating properly.
Eating properly.
You know what? I can't stress enough how much eating affects you. mentally and physically. And I wish that everyone will just, do like 2 weeks where you eat clean and you don't take any medication, you take your vitamins, but you make sure that you train as well. 2 weeks eating clean and you'll never be able to eat unhealthy.
Yeah, and
once
eating
you
clean, like
eating
detoxification, you're
clean
talking about?
means not a lot of sauces, not a lot of like sunflower oil, no fried foods, just eating clean, wholesome food, no white bread, no sugar, all of these. The sugar is like poison in your body, and everybody knows this. It takes your blood sugar levels. It brings you up, and then you have a crash, and then you feel tired. So nobody realizes that it's every single thing that you eat that affects you.
Yeah.
And until it's taken away, do you realize what a difference it's made in your life and how it's affected you?
I'm very impressed about this, that whenever we talk about depression, anxiety, and panic attack, and all these things, also a health issue as well.
Yes,
These are
of
the health.
course.
And with these, with the coach of, we can see like a healthy eating, healthy diet, healthy exercise will keep us away from all these unnecessary problems, plus all the medications
which
and the
causes
toxic
other side effects.
other side effects as
You
well.
take something for cholesterol, it affects something else.
Yeah.
Everything that you take.
Yeah, because the side effects of the medicines are
Yeah.
very, very, that's why a lot of people are going to the natural side of things,
Yes.
with the things as well. So what I feel like, isn't all of us has to do that, whether whatever age we are, whether we're 60, we're 70, we're 50 years old, we all have to do that, even our brothers as well?
Everyone should train, starting from kids.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a way to train kids. You're starting from a young age, you make it exciting and fun and sporty, keep them going, and then you have the teens basically, and then you have structured training that builds strength and endurance with attention to injury prevention. And adults, you tailor training to your fitness levels and health conditions. And then you get the older adults, where you emphasize and balance flexibility and strength with low impact exercises. So you basically start whenever you're ready, adjusting the training to fit your age and level. But everyone needs to train, every single person. It's especially for the elderly people, they're so afraid of falling.
Yeah, Nazmeera, my problem, I'm talking about the people who are coming, ladies are coming, they have sciatica pain.
Yes.
Myself as well. Plus balancing. Balancing is very important for them. And plus always complain about muscles weakness.
Yes.
And arthritis.
So
and spondylosis.
Yeah.
So you tell me, I'm giving you the whole list of problems, whatever women are taking.
So
can you please tell us a little bit kind of, the general knowledge?
The reason why the elderly have that imbalance is because there's of low muscular development. I mean, young kids also suffer with that. So when I work with the elderly, I actually do a lot of balancing, flexibility, dynamic movements, and overall improves them. And then I slowly, gradually increase the training, and that they become stronger. I've dealt with a lot of elderly clients, and the improvements were amazing. I mean, I have had clients that came to me only so they can do Umrah properly,
Wow, that's a very good thing. That's if you want to go for Umrah or Hajj before, you must do the training, and then they won't complain. That is true. 100%.
I mean, I've had clients come back to me and say that their kids couldn't keep up with them, and they were so happy, and they made so much of dua for me. And for me, hearing that is what makes me love what I do. I've had clients come to me because they can't sit down and stand reading their salah, and that's what their intention is. They want to be smooth in their movements, not have any pain. And then they get hooked to training. And I mean, I don't expect people to be training with me for the rest of their lives. But what I do is I teach them so that they can keep it up and then have a pain-free life. I mean, you're going to have your ups and downs. I have a chronic spine problem. I suffer with pain constantly. But the training helps me, and I never let it stop me from doing what I needed to do. And when it comes to people, especially women, they don't even realize how strong they are until they come to me, and then I push them and I make them do the impossible, lift those heavy weights. And they in awe that they can do that, And I love that. I love empowering women to to see how much strength, show them how strong they are.
Okay. Nazmeera, there is a myth like if I tell someone, please go to, do training or something, they say, oh my God, whole day I go up and down for my children, for my picking them, dropping them, and I cook whole day. I'm behind my maid. I'm doing this. So can you explain our listeners that is same thing or that is totally different from there?
Look, it's completely different. I mean, when you're doing daily activities, you're not using your whole body equally, so you cause an imbalance in your body, first of all. Second of all, there's a lot of things that we do that we carry wrong. So with elderly people, I train them in certain ways. I advise them how to pick up things. I develop shoulder strength, which if you look at it, there's no way in daily activities that you can improve your shoulder strength. Core strength. The thing is, we have a core, but we don't use it. So we need to develop the muscle, and you'll find that when you're doing certain things, you'll see that you activate those muscles and you find yourself much stronger.
Much stronger.
So it prevents injuries. Like you won't have a person walking unbalanced and, slip and hurt their ankle or something. You'll be moving properly, having the muscle, and like I said, it just makes your daily activities easier.
Okay. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I don't know when our call will come. Maybe we will live till 70, 80, 90. And recently I met someone 103. Wow. So what happened? So we don't know if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us good life. So why we live our life in a bad position, in a fragile position, in a position where we depend on our children, our grandchildren, and they don't have time for all those things. So please, brothers and sisters, listen to Nazmeera and how we have to control our diet with our practice, with our exercises, few tips. We can be able to be mobile for ourselves.
Yes.
We won't, lean on other people.
And if you are happy and if you are content and happy with yourself and strong and less pain, you are able to be the best to your grandkids, to your family. You're not going to be moody. You're going to be no
complaints
and energetic. I mean, everyone wants that, but they don't realize that they have to work towards it.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the time for you people to call us on studio if you have. Okay, I think studio line is 0861 904 904 and studio WhatsApp is 060 904 1056. Okay. My sister is calling, our sister name, Nasreen Isak, is calling how much sessions and where and time. Towards the end of the program, I will share Nazmeera Arbee's number and you can call her directly as well. So Nazmeera Arbee will help you out with your health issues as well. Assalamu alaikum to all. In order to be healthy, can you not eat everything in moderation?
You can eat everything in moderation, but the problem is you're going to have the sunflower oil is not good for you. I mean, at home, I change small things. Like I tend to cook for the family with coconut oil. There's small changes you do have to make, So yeah, if you want to indulge in like a chocolate cake or something, then I'd say have a small piece. But don't
in moderation.
Everything in moderation. But to get the most benefits from being healthy, you've got to watch what you eat and eat clean.
It's very And they said, do you have abstain completely from bad foods?
Oh no,
she is using bad food on her own. Like she knows that the food is bad. So that's we understand.
See, that's the thing. Everybody knows. Yeah. Everybody knows what's bad eating and good eating. You don't abstain from it. You just don't overindulge in it.
Okay. Okay. They say that we want to buy walking pads. What do you think about walking pads?
Look, anything that you use, if the person is unstable, you're talking about that walking.
Yeah, the lady over 50.
Over 50, that's very young to be using that.
Okay.
I think that she needs to train do a lot of muscle. I mean, I feel like stuff like that will make your body weaker because you're depending on something else. So the more you tend to use your legs, the stronger it gets. The more you tend to use your arms, the stronger it gets. So you can't really benefit from having something aid you. Otherwise, you're going to be getting worse over time.
Okay, that's so again we are talking about one more myth. I don't know whether it's a myth or you have to tell me, because they say we do more training. The minute we leave training, we will pick up weight a lot. This is a myth or what? I don't know, Nazmeera.
It's a myth in a way, but the thing is, if you do anything to lose weight, so fat is going to leave your body. If you're going to go back to unhealthy eating habits, you're going to pick up the fat no matter what. So this is why I tell my clients not to do anything, as in take any supplements to lose weight, because it's the faster you lose it, the faster you pick it up. So I'd rather them struggle over a period of 1 to 2 months and then get on track than, but you're not going to pick up weight unless you eat unhealthy. And if you stop training, all it does is it lowers your metabolism. So your body doesn't move, your metabolism doesn't kick in as much as you would when you're training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of ladies. Okay. We have another one, Hasina. In Pilates is Pilates better or weight training? And if I can do weight training twice a week, is that enough?
Okay. So there is, okay. So it's not good to just do one type of training.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pilates is beneficial. Yoga is beneficial. Weight training is beneficial. 2 days a week weight training is pretty good, but it depends on what you need. Like if you want to lose weight, you need to do it a bit more. But you must incorporate everything: flexibility, cardio, weight training, and Pilates. It's also core strength, and you can also develop through weight training. If you have the right coach, you can get strong with you don't need Pilates on its own. You can do it, but you can have it in your weight training as well, because all the coach needs to do is tell you, pull in your tummy, stand straight, keep your shoulders down, develop core through there,
Okay, one more thing. While my sister asked these questions, I'm worried about sometime during training we get hurt as well.
Okay, so
what you think about so harsh training, or what the people are weak, or the coaches doesn't understand the persons, or what it is?
Alhamdulillah, most of my clients don't get. None of my clients actually have gotten injured.
Or not injured, like muscle spasm they go through a lot.
That's normal. Okay, so what I tell my clients at first is that when they're starting, they're going to experience pain, because these are things that they have underlying problems, and it comes out in training, but it goes away. And if you have a lower back problem, then I do strengthening exercises for lower back. If you have a tight hip, I do flexibility for the tight hip.
Okay. Assalam, one more. Everyone is just blasting now for this thing.
I'm here to help.
It's Assalamu alaikum, Sister Shagufta, and your host. Really enjoying your show. Health is of utmost importance. Please advise on what Hashimoto disease. What is Hashimoto's disease? Hashimoto disease.
Okay, I've heard of that.
You heard of that?
Yeah. I think that any disease, if you have something that's chronic, then that's chronic. You've got to take a certain type of medication, get it treated, but you have to train as well. But very gentle training.
Okay, when more, again, our listeners are saying, Assalamu alaikum, what can we do about high blood pressure that goes up anytime, even if you're not eating unhealthy?
Okay, so for high blood pressure, the doctor will have to give you medication for that. But the training over a period of time does lower the blood pressure. Blood pressure is basically your arteries getting blocked. And also it means that the person is not eating healthy. The person has to cut down all the fats. And I'm talking good fats and bad fats for a period of time for the blood pressure to come down.
Okay. So the people who have pressure, they cut everything out, fatty things. All fats.
Yeah. That's how I brought my cholesterol down. And
you also had
I struggle with low blood pressure.
Low pressure.
Yeah. So low blood pressure, then I have to have electrolytes,
Okay.
extra salt in my food. So they've got to also stay away from that stuff, salts, and drink a lot of water. That helps.
This drinking water, man, this is
I
especially in
know.
the winter time. Drink
And
water,
the
drink
school
water,
rounds
and go sit with the loo
and
as well. So, what do you think a healthy person has to? How many liters?
okay, so if you're training, look, I tell my clients 2 liters
2 liters,
because
2 to 3 liters, they say. Is
2
it?
to 3 liters,
Yeah.
3 liters max, but
Max.
2 liters at least, and have the same amount every single day, so your body knows how much of water it's getting, so it doesn't retain the water.
Okay, that's very.
I know it's hard, but you have to find times, and you'll find that you adjust. So if you say you're going to drink 2 liters of water every day, you will adjust to it. You will know when you're going to be out, when you need to drink the water, or how long it takes for your body to process, when you need to go to the bathroom. It's the same thing with eating. You know, a lot of people complain to me that they go to family events and people tell them you have to eat and all of that. I go to family events and I actually take my own food, and eventually everybody got used to it. They don't even ask me. In fact, they'll be like, "What are you eating?" And I have to show them what I'm eating.
They
and
feel
they'll be
enthusiastic.
like,
Let me eat. Let me feel what you're eating. That's
Yeah.
very nice. Okay, one more question I have: that will it help with osteo or arthritis in the knee?
Yes. So for that specifically, you've got to do knee strengthening exercises. Any bone problem, any complications with spine, nerves, everything, it helps. And for that problem in general, a lot of sewing is good. Knee strengthening exercises first, then slowly into weight training. And then for cardiovascular, you need to do swimming.
So the person who have this problem,
Yes.
like osteoarthritis in the knee, so first we have to work towards the knee.
Yes.
And then the weight, because mostly it's for the weight. They say it's a weight incorporated.
Yeah, you have to lose weight. But there's a process to it. You have to, if the person is overweight, that is one of the main reasons why they're experiencing a lot of pain
in the knee.
Yeah.
Inflammation.
Inflammation. Also, what they eat makes a big difference to pain.
Pain as well. One more question I have today. My WhatsApp is one way coming, and Nazmeera, they are asking you: does low iron levels increases high blood pressure?
Not generally, no. Low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Look,
low iron level
low
increase
iron levels.
high pressure.
Generally 90. Okay, most women, that everyone I come across has low iron. Yeah, so you have to be on iron supplements. It does cause a lot of issues in your body, and one is fatigue as well, low blood pressure,
which I think most of us going through this.
Yes.
Yeah. So one more thing we were talking about, whenever we're talking about the iron supplements, it doesn't suit everyone, the iron capsule. So what kind of food you are recommending?
Look, unfortunately, we can't eat the amount required to get the amount of iron that we need. So, like, even when I'm training my clients, if they are lacking in certain things, I'll advise them what supplements to take. And one of the very good supplements which I'm taking as well is Quadrifer. And I find that it doesn't constipate, it doesn't cause me like my appetite to increase. You've just got to find what works for you. And it's a lot of trial and error. But the most common vitamins, like, I'll tell them what to take, advise them what to take.
Okay, this is the time for me to tell you, Nazmeera, Jazakallah so much. But before you leave, before we finish this Range Hayat, such a beautiful interview, such a knowledgeable people are very active on this WhatsApp as well. I wanted to know what kind of, I'm hearing low carb, no carb, and we all love carb. But when we're talking about the protein, so what kind we can make protein? We don't have to buy it because it's expensive. I wanted to do my protein shake or protein, my supplements at home. So what you can recommend us?
Okay, so there's a lot of things. I used to use egg whites in my protein smoothies. But I love whey because it's sweetened, it's got flavor, and it's got all the nutrients, and it gives you, it's got vitamins in it which actually help speed your recovery and develop muscle. But yes, protein for any age is very important, and whey. So what I do is I make protein shakes. I love protein shakes. And I cook the basic, chicken, fish, any protein. If you're unsure what protein is, you got to Google it and just check what the proteins are and just eat more of that. My favorite protein shake at the moment is to add a quarter of an apple, a quarter of a papaya, and water and my whey. And it's absolutely divine.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And one scoop of whey.
Okay. We have another listener that Assalamu alaikum to all. Does walking briskly for about half an hour daily not good enough for arthritis and similar stuff?
It's excellent. Walking daily brisk is excellent, but you have to be consistent and you have to incorporate a little bit of weight training, because the weight training is going to protect your muscle. It's gonna build your muscle. Your muscle is going to protect your bone. Sorry, I said that wrong. Your muscle is what's going to protect your bone and your tendons from injury. So walking is good. It's extremely good for cardiovascular, but weight training is beneficial for every single person.
Weight training, which we are now at the moment, is very hype about the weight training.
Because women are realizing that weight training is not going to make you bulky. It's the eating that's going to make you bulky.
Yeah. So before we used to say weight training is only for the wrestlers or for the men or for the gym and this pack.
And I love it now. When I started weight training, there were hardly any women in the gym, so I used to feel odd. And now there's so many more women that are training in the weight section, and I'm really happy to see that.
The weight training does not affect the femininity. I mean, like all the muscles and the things are not like that.
Really.
Not really?
Not really.
So it's such a good information which we are getting from our beautiful guest, Nazmeera Arbee, about weight training, about the brisk walk. Whoever sent this thing, that brisk walk is very, very nice. It's very good. It's very nice cardiovascular exercise as well. But weight training is important as well to keep our muscles strong and healthy, to not to depend on anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the dua which we always make, that please Allah, keep us healthy, that we cannot depend beside you on anyone else. Jazakallah so much. Nazmeera, can you share? I'm sharing your number and you will share your Instagram page as well. Nazmeera Arbee's number is 082 637 2255. I'm repeating her number, 082 637 2255. Nazmeera, can you share your Instagram page or your Facebook?
You'll find me on Instagram, Nazmeera Arbee. Facebook, the same as well, Nazmeera Arbee.
Nazmeera, NAZMEERAARBEE. Nazmeera Arbee. She's the coach. She's the inspirational coach, motivational coach. She's such a beautiful soul as well. She is nice. So you people can contact me if you couldn't get her number. And this is the time for me to go for Shagufta ji ke Totke.